Start streaming. All right, so we're live, Octa. Just me and you. All right, so we're streaming to YouTube. Let me put up the Google thing to say what we are and yada yada yada. Hey Ray, show them who we are. Uh, you know that song. So here, who, what are we? All right, so this is the RTP-GCP. This is February 27th. This is our diversity inclusion statement. Yada yada yada. You know, I don't think we got any problems. Me and you talk all the time. It's just me and you. Whoops. Let me present. Sorry, entire screen. There we are. So this is today's D&I statement. We show this every week. Be respectful of each other. I try to be respectful of everybody. Everybody's respectful of me. Got no problem with that. Let me know if I'm being a jerk, please. Yada yada yada. Zero tolerance for harassment, so we don't harass anybody. Um, okay, so the topic for today. I don't know if anybody created an event on the Google platform for today. I didn't do it. I was doing other things. I know like nobody showed up this week, but I think they did do it. So I'm not sure. I definitely put it up on LinkedIn, and we're going to start with this lab today. But when you do these labs, you don't start up here. Um, you get an incognito window. We've done this a million times, but we'll do it again. So, Qwik Labs. The reason, just while we're doing this, the reason you use a incognito tab is you don't want it to screw up your Chrome browser because you're logged in as that person. And if, like, you're on this virtual chat logged in as a person, it would log you out, cause problems. And we're trying this month and next month to finish this whole series of quests. I've done all these, but I do believe the last time we did this one, and so today it's this one. It's a 40-minute lab. I'm going to go ahead and start it, launch with a credit. If you guys join us, you would have access to that. And I'm going to pull up another browser here for the lab itself. All of this, all of the notes on this are in yep. We had two data prep. I hope it's not data proc that we're supposed to actually be doing. If that's the case, let me switch back for a second. Actually, it's supposed to be data proc. Okay, so let's skip this for a second. Let's end this lab. Cancel. We're actually on the wrong one. Data start, quick start console. All right, so you could do either one. We're going to do this one, the command line. Sorry. So like I said, since I've done these, a little easier. So let's start this lab. Oh my gosh. All right, well, maybe not. We'll just do both. Whatever. We'll do both. We'll come back to this one. I think we'll have time to do them both. We'll do this one. Whatever cloud language. So we'll open Google Console. Nice thing is it automatically fills this in for us. Get our username, password. We're student 335. Student 335. Oh, did I copy the wrong thing? All right, I'm going to pull this over and I'll take notes there. And I'm going to pull this over to here and we'll just expand this. All right. So that basically what the natural language API is, it's a microservice that's a wrapper around the SDK that you can access via JavaScript, Python, probably the command line itself using the G Cloud tools. Has a REST API, yada yada yada. And this, I think, what we're going to be doing is probably use the browser to do this. This is just boilerplate to make sure your project is set up, and we're going to use a key here. So it's probably going to be done at the G Cloud level. All right, so while I'm doing this, I am setting some stuff up here. We use the console down here. One thing that's odd when I see this, he's saying do this. This would be like if you're in a G Cloud command, but I think there's already an export. If you're in this shell here, I think it's already there. It used to be. And let's just grep for project. Yeah. So Google Cloud Project is already there, but which they're literally telling you to do. So I'm not sure what's up with that. They want you to create a service project or service account. This. All right, so we'll do that. Then create credentials to log into your. Okay, so basically, he's going to create this file, and he's going to use the variable of that Google Cloud project to put in it. we were to look at this key, right there it is, right? Ruby. Okay. I got that. Create. I got to put one more thing over here. Create my key. And then set the variable for where it's at. Let's look at it. He's saying that the credentials, and this is probably going to be used in the script, is in this directory. I don't know why he just didn't do tilde, but I guess he's making a fully qualified file name. Notice since he's saying user, we need to pwd and make sure we're in the user or not. So we got to change this to whatever this is here. Okay. Control V. All right. So let's do this. Make sure they look right. Grep Google. Application credentials look right. The project looks right. And we're running in a shell tree. Then you bring the lab back over like so. And I need to come down here and go Control CV. In these notes, let's see, I need to say note, make change to user. All right. Save that off. Just for future reference when we try to do the Hero Lab, things that we need to do. All right. That's what they're saying. Make an entity analysis request. Please connect to the instance provision. So we're going to go over here into Compute Engine. They're basically saying that we should have a box already set up. We do. We will try to SSH to the box. Connect. So we're in. All right. All right. And what they're saying is we're going to remain in this instance the rest of the lab. So I'm going to go ahead and paste this. Say SSH to the compute instance on this. All right, let's see what we actually did here. G-Cloud. So we're going to run this bit of code and we're going to analyze this text, right? And we're going to put the results in result JSON. And sure enough, there's some JSON there. Let's go to the bottom. This is kind of like Amazon and GCP both have this. So here they're saying that this text mentions content, the calling of St. Matthew, and it's at offset 56, meaning that it's probably character offset. I don't know what proper is. I'm not sure. There's another one at line 25. He's picked up the word Italian, and he's saying it's a location here at. He found a Wikipedia URL, found a name, found a person. I don't know what salience is, but it's probably some kind of probability of what it, if it's really is. I don't know. The entities, I think, are the different words, things that it's found. So, that's all it is. Check my progress. Sweet, we did that. He literally, they're telling you to look through the result.json. You should see something like this. We did. Right. So entity name and type, what it is, metadata, salience. Okay. So, so this is what's saying. In the indices of where this appeared in the text, it's a number in the range 0 to 1, centrality to the entity of the text as a whole. So 0 to 1 is a probability, right? And then how probable it refers to the whole text and how it's mentioned. Sweet. Okay, that was it. That was it for the lab. That was a pretty quick one, not that difficult. Like I said, we'll be able to do all these. So let's get rid of this. Not much to it. Get rid of this. Leave. And you can see we got a score 100, 100. There's nothing else to do. And submit. All right, whatever. Okay. All right, so we knocked that out. Let's go back and do the one that we missed. This one. All right. Go ahead and get this one ready. We'll go ahead and start it. Same thing. We're in incognito. We're going to open that lab. We're 3-4A. 3-4A password. Yeah, so more Apache, more, like I said, it's a wrapper around it, yada, yada, yada. Do all this. Check permissions. If I remember correctly, I had to give it some kind of role the last time. We'll just go ahead and do that again. So I'm going to drag this off here. We'll make this larger. IAM. Okay, I'm just looking. So we should have a project number, and that is our project. Project number is this guy. So I think we're actually this one. All right. And we're trying to make sure they said for the editor role, there's this one. This is the one that looks like the project, right? And he has owner, it has BigQuery. I'm just trying to look at it. Confirm that it has the editor role, but it should be on compute engine. So I don't, that's the compute engine one that has editor. Doesn't match the pattern they're talking about, but maybe that's what they're, okay, pardon me. They want the project number. Project number dash compute. Okay. Let me look at something for a second. I'm not exactly sure about this because that project number is not that project number. but maybe that's what they're using it. But it's definitely the compute engine has an editor, so maybe it's going to work. Go on, we'll find out. I'm just looking over what like these the labs they change. I'm not exactly sure what they're saying. I know what the intent is. The intent is they're trying to create a not try to create a login, an identity, whatever for a computer task. It's not a human task. A human's not going to log in as that user, right? That's what they're saying, and they want them to have the editor capability, but they are not exactly saying what the editor capability is, but they're saying for compute engine, and basically all of this stuff is going to be the back end of it will be a user account. So we'll find out. We'll make mods as we go. All right, and they want you to set the region to be. All right, so we're going to be Central 1. Good. We're going to create a cluster. This cluster is going to eventually get back to a compute engine, right? And it's going to be named example cluster. And they're just specifying the size of the boot disk, authorize. And we're just waiting for that thing to spin up, and then we're going to click that checkbox. Come back over here, and you go to compute engine. You'll see the cluster spin up. I imagine it's like 3. Nope, it's 2. You got a master node and 2 worker nodes, so it is 3. They're spinning up. If let's go and see if we can see anything else. Let's see if there's a data proc. Let's do it like this. It's API. I don't know what this is. I'm not usually seeing it. Go to data proc. It's 3-4A. Gotta get the right one. This one. It's weird. We should have been able to get that from here and it would hop right down. I don't know why it took us this way, but there is our example cluster. There's the compute instances behind it. Check our progress. Submit a job. Make sure, look at this right. So you're going to run PySpark on the cluster you've set up, which is Apache Beam. I should have put some of that stuff up there. Let me slide. I want to slide back up. Apache Spark. You've been following me on the took some classes. Following me on the AWS side, I want to say this. I took some classes way back when on Spark and Spark ML and yada 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 that did all this stuff just using Hadoop way back when. And so I always kind of thought it was cool to do it this way. And I'm doing a lot of Apache lately with MXNet because that's an Apache project. So you learn one thing, you can apply it to these different cloud platforms. And it's great when you go interview for jobs. People are like, "Oh, you can't do this because you don't know how to do this." I'm like, okay, whatever. More power to you. All right. The last time we had problems because, yeah, so he stopped. Oh, he finished, so he ran. Okay. But did he get the value of pi? Right. We don't see that. If I submit it, let's see. So over here, he said that we did it. Over here, it says that it's finished, but we don't. Okay, yeah, actually, he did. He did get it. He calculated. So our permissions are okay. So that's good. All right, update the cluster. Ajay, maybe we did do this. I think we did do it. Or it's just the same as the other one. Okay, we're going to update the cluster to be bigger. So now instead of having 2 worker nodes, we're going to double it to 4. See this page update. The instances are up. Actually, if you go back, it had 2 up there for total worker nodes. Now it's 4. But I saw that right as I was hitting the button. So, whatever. If you were to go here, you can see Apache, Hadoop, Yarn. Oh, there you go. It's just kind of like the management system. All right, there you go. Whatever, just some info. All right, so all that's done, and then they want you to update a cluster, and then they're going to have another one, which is a control, which is like releasing nodes. Let's see, put down and test your understanding. Clusters can be created. Yep, yada yada yada. So we've done that. So that's that. We got about 30 more minutes to go, but I guess what Ajay and I, since it's just us and we're finished with the lab, do I have a make file here? Nope. Just show this, then I'll quit streaming. Quit push. Right, so if you go to look over this website, that'll be fine. No one has still made an update on this on the pull request. I guess eventually I'm going to have to do it. but the website is here. Because in this organization, I know it's not very clear. I'm not worried about clear, but here is what we just put up. We put the data proc, I think it was this one, CLI. Yeah. So that basically that's all we did for this lab. But the whole point of this is when we get to, we'll go ahead and hit in lab, submit, Groovy, whatever, 3. When we get to over here, like I said, I've done all these. And we've done that one. So this will be where we'll pick up next time. We'll do this one as well. Maybe next week. These are 2 fast ones. We'll do these 2, and then we'll start on this one. And this one will be a little harder. I don't know, Agjay, do you want to go ahead and do this? Or do you want me to quit streaming and talk to you about the other topics that we were talking about earlier? Are you there? Yo, yo, yo. It's just me.
Yes, it's okay to stop streaming.
Stop swinging. Okay, very good. I will stop. All right. Stop streaming.